hello, I'm Wayne Hudson.
And I'm Jeremy Tillman.
Here we are with another coaching tip for the Christ life. Thank you for joining us again today as we continue to talk about identity, series that Jeremy is walking through here at Williamsville. Last time we talked about not being conformed to the world, but allowing God to transform us. And what we're trying to do is to help you to understand that as a follower of Jesus, that my identity should be, I should find my identity in my relationship with Jesus. That's who I am. I am a Jesus follower, and He lives inside of me. As both of us being former coaches, it was real easy for us to find our identity in what we were doing, in our job, in our coaching, in our team's performance. And don't you think, especially with men, that we struggle with finding our identity in what we do instead of who we are becoming in our relationship with Jesus? What do you think about that?
Yeah, for sure. I think, it's in our nature that we're performance driven.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we're not careful, we find our identity in our performance, in our success, especially in the coaching world. Man, we begin to allow that sport, that environment, that culture, so to speak, of sports to give us our identity.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's what happens when we think about that. When we put our identity, our source of identity, so much in that and in our performance, what happens when we don't succeed in a good way? What happens when we start losing? What happens when all of that's stripped away? Then it throws us for a loop. And I think so often that's what has happened is we're allowing, if we're not careful, our jobs, other people, just all of those things like that to be our source of identity rather than allowing Christ to be our identity. Then we go off into these other things are platform, like our jobs. That's a platform.
That's a platform.
But our identity at the end of the day rests in Jesus, not in our job, not in other people, because all that stuff changes.
And don't you think if my life is based on performance, especially in coaching, that it's going to be really good when things are going well, and I'm going to be a good guy, and I'm going to enjoy what I'm doing. But when things don't go well, if that's my identity, then the bottom's going to fall
That's
out.
right.
And the neat thing about Jesus is He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. So we encourage you, man, spend some time with the Lord today and understand that your identity as a follower of Jesus is in that relationship with Jesus, that He is to be your life. It's not based on our performance, but it's based on the person of Jesus, who is always the same. Have a blessed day, and let Jesus be Jesus in you today.